All right. We are live.
Oh, snap.
I'm trying to
What's
figure
new,
out
man? What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about fishing rods and shit.
let's talk about our lovely sponsors.
Oh, there we go. That's a good one. The sponsors.
Boy, oh boy.
Let's talk about the sponsors.
Let's talk about
There's
crap.
a lot of them to talk about, Rashawn.
It is a lot. That's a good question.
Where do you
I don't know.
start?
Yeah, I don't know. Good question. There's so many.
Right.
So,
I would like to say that there's a lot of them, and I think there's more to come. Right?
there's stuff pending. So there's a lot of stuff going on that we for this tournament. You know what I mean? Like we actually got a tournament, this high octane tournament Saturday. There's a lot of stuff in between from now all the way to August 20th, which is our Hollow Body Frog Bass Tournament to support charity, Heroes on the Water. And I think we should go over. Let's go over some tournament
Tournament details.
details.
Yeah.
So let's go over. I'll let you explain this one. The catch board.
Oh, the catch board. Okay, so it's a good one. So all y'all that listening and all y'all watch this later, we went back and forth between the whole bump board conversation, right? And in certain circles, the catch board is actually becoming the standard in most either virtual tournaments or your catch photo release type formats. And we want to kind of stick to that because we think that's the future and that's a smart thing to do. And it really is. As much as we want to say we're helping Catch out the brand, it's really not. But it just happens to be that Catch is becoming the standard. So it's not necessarily our fault that we have to, help kind of promote Catch, but it's more about sticking to the standard than it is promoting Catch. But Catch is a great board. I own 3 of them.
Yeah, on 2.
They ain't no junk about them. It's a fabulous product. But so the point is, what Rashawn's getting to is that here for our tournament, we went back and forth between we make it just a catch board alone only, or do we continue to try to open it up to others? And so we started out with opening up to others. Then we went back to like, no, catch only. And then we went back to open it up to all the other boards. So the end of the day, I think our final decision, and I don't think we're going to change our minds, Rashawn, is we're going to let all the other bump boards in. So that's your Yak Gear, your Hog
Freybill.
Trough, and your Freybill. Those are the other ones that are kind of the marketable standard trough type board. That's comparable to Catch, I guess, in this conversation. So those boards will be allowed. Awesome, right? So now, no excuses, man. Just because you don't have a catch board, come on in, help a good cause. We really want everyone to try to jump in on this train. I think this is going to be a great tournament for a good cause with a lot of sponsors, a lot of prizes to be given away. So your money is not going to waste just because you may not do well in a tournament. So no excuses just because you don't have a catch board. All boards are available. Now, this is where Rashawn's want me to go with this. The beauty of all this is that let's just say you do place at the top. You win, right? In the main event. And you actually won the event using a catch board. You're going to get another big surprise. You're going to get a bonus surprise. You want to expose what that is, Rashawn?
Yeah, why not?
You did the work, brother, so I'm going to let you kind of
So,
egg.
if you win with the catch board, you will get a Nocqua battery. Nocqua is one of our sponsors, and they're giving us a 10 amp hour battery. And sometimes they might send extra stuff in there. So You never know. Sponsors have given. I already asked for a little bit of stuff. I don't ask for a lot, but they went above and beyond. So you never know with this tournament. There's a lot of stuff coming. So if you've seen the graphic, did you see the names that's on there? These guys are giving stuff. So
that Naqua battery is a bonus to all the other things that the first place winners are already going to win. It's going to be just a kind of the icing on the cake type thing for you if you use a catch board. So a little bit of incentive to get out there and use a catch board. That is mostly, I think, Rashawn and I are on the same page with this. That is mostly an incentive, is incentivizing all of you to go out there and actually purchase a catch board, because like I was saying in the beginning of my little spiel here, is it's becoming the standard. There isn't one that's competing with it in most catch photo release tournaments. So it's just a better board. It's not going to bend. It doesn't flex. No one's going to, accuse you of moving it and squaring it up wrong. It's made to be photographed with angles. It's really a great board, man. So yeah, take the leap. Just go buy a catch board.
Yeah. Now, I see our other sponsors he just posted in here. So we're going to go with Drave USA. And we're not going to tell you. We got some good stuff coming. And you can see I got my nice little Top Water Junkie shirt, especially got from James over at Drave. Appreciate it. But real quick, before I go any further, just wanted to bring up this nice Grandmaster Drave rod.
Look at that.
It's nice.
That's juicy.
It's man, this thing is awesome, bro.
Yeah.
I can't wait to use this thing.
That's juicy.
Yeah. So if you want one, hit me up. I'll link you in the right direction to get one. But so let's go into this other sponsor. So we got Stanley Jigs. If you don't know what Stanley Jigs is, that's the Stanley Top Toad. And the Stanley Top Toad catches fish. So we got that coming. We got Acor with our teammate Angel. He got his hollow body frog. We're gonna have that.
That frog definitely catches fish.
Yeah,
there's no question there.
So we got another sponsor, Megalore. If you haven't seen that, I mean, I don't know if it's down in Virginia, if some of y'all used it, but it's up this way. Billy.
Yeah, that's coming along. I mean, it's getting a lot of exposure. New coming company. Awesome logo. God.
Yeah,
Megalore? God, why didn't I think of Megalore?
I don't know.
That's badass.
That is bad. Nada Nafberry Chanadai.
Yeah.
He's been our sponsor since day one for the Legion, so we can't leave out our sponsors. Teckle. If y'all know who Teckle, if y'all don't know who Teckle is, y'all need to get on. We got Spro. We got High Octane. People's like, oh, and I don't care if you have your opinions about what's going on, but this is because this is for a good cause. So whatever you got going on, if you have opinion about this company or that company, I don't want to hear it. This is for Heroes on the Water.
Yeah.
And just to let you know before I go any further, this is Mental Awareness Health Month.
That's right.
So something to think about. We'll touch on that a little later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But just for now, like if you stopped right there, I'd be like, man, that's a lot of good frog companies right there.
I'm not even done yet.
Oh yeah, it's just like it's almost like this is a frog tournament.
Let's see what we got here. Livingston Lures.
There you go.
We got them. Of course, you already heard about Naqua. Procure. If y'all didn't know what Procure is scented. It's the scent that you put on baits. I use it for redfish and jigging for striper. I actually put it on my frog. So,
I mean, I heard a rumor that there was a frog scent coming out. I think somebody was like messing with me because I don't know why. I haven't forgot about it yet because I keep waiting to find this frog scent. I don't know if a frog has a scent I
Smell
mean,
like
other
frog.
than like maybe like ass, but but I'm like, okay, so they got a frog scent coming out. Am I gonna put that on my frog? Probably so.
Probably so.
I'm gonna see.
All right, so we already told you about Drave. We got myself. I'm sponsoring some stuff, so I got some stuff I'm giving out.
Hell yeah.
Tommy Tech Outdoors. I wanted to know what he's giving. So I got something good. I just know.
Yeah, no, also I'm gonna say this. So y'all out there listening or watching this later, you got Tommy Tech, you got Infamous. Hey, both those dudes don't roll low. They roll high. They got some high-end shit. So if they're giving out stuff, it ain't gonna be the cheapo stuff. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So they up there with all the main brand sponsors. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah. Now
they ain't got junk.
Let's talk about this sponsor here. Delaware Paddle Sports. You can't have a kayak
Big
tournament,
dogs.
and they're donating money to first place. I'm not going to tell you how much it's going to be donated. You just have to sign up and then find out.
That's a good one.
And fish.
That's
I'm just going to leave it at that. They're one of our major sponsors. They actually are the major sponsor to the tournament.
Yep.
And I'm going to give you another one that everybody goes to and spend their whole check, and all their wives don't want them to go to, but they have a big old fish tank in there, and all the kids run around and look at it. Bass Pro Shops.
Yeah, some of them got a restaurant. You're like, wow, meat.
Yeah,
you go eat it.
So Bass Pro Shops is donating some stuff. It's not a boat. It's just simple stuff, but it's some stuff that you would like. So, yeah.
So it sounds like there's a bunch of really good companies out there that are wanting to support this tournament and for a great cause.
Yeah.
Because that great cause is going to benefit from all of us participating and all of us sponsoring. It's really a group effort from the sponsors to the competitors, because all of us are contributing to that one main cause, which is Hero on the Waters. And I mean, what a great organization that fits neatly in a package with us as anglers, people that spend a lot of time outdoors. We spend a lot of money on outdoor equipment already. Come spend a little bit more money on us. That's going to a great cause. And because there's so many sponsors, it's very likely if you do decent, I mean, even if you don't place first, you're going to do pretty well in this tournament. You're going to have a good time. You're going to be able to go fishing for a day and walk away with donating to a good cause, and probably walking away with something in your pocket. Yeah, as it's over with. Yeah.
Hey, you know what I should say? I say that we should make Cambo Trout donate himself so somebody can take him out, so he can take somebody out fishing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like that. I thought you were gonna like a lock of his hair or something, but no, I'm with you now.
You know, everybody wants
I'm
to
on
be
page.
Dave, Dave. All right, so Dave, you late to the party. I see this. We are talking about our Hollow Body Bass Tournament on August 20th. Mattawamma Creek. Oh, look, Steve said, "Sheet, sign me up." So there we go,
so
folks.
We got a date with Cambo Trout.
So how would we do that? How would we put this out for him?
I'll tell you what, man. More and more this keeps going on. I want to date with Cambo Trout, man. Yeah, I don't get to see that guy enough.
He gonna lay his hair down.
Oh,
put barrettes in it.
Let it flow.
Put some Revlon in it.
So yeah, a date with Cambo would be shit. I guarantee you that would bring in some folks. That's a big deal with Snakehead Jesus.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Bam. You get how will we do that? First, second, and third? The top 5 get to go fish with Steve.
Oh, I don't know. We're gonna have to think this one out.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a great one, but we gotta think this one out. We don't want to just give that one away. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that is a big deal.
Yeah, that's not just a soft consolation prize. That's up there.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, yeah. That's gonna be yeah. My bad, Steve.
Steve's rolling back now. He's like, "Oh shit, what are you guys doing?" So
See,
yeah, I mean, how many sponsors can we get, Rashawn? I mean, there's a rumor that I keep hearing within the Legion that there's more coming.
there is.
Y'all saw the graphic. That's a lot of sponsors.
Yeah.
You probably working sponsors right now on your phone right now.
He just one of them just asked me a question. It literally no bullshit. Somebody did that. He just asked me a question. So let's talk about frogs. It has to be a hollow body frog style or hollow body style frog or rat, duck?
Yeah. Creature doesn't matter. It's not about the creature.
It could be a hollow body lizard.
That's right. It's got to be a hollow body.
Or turtle.
And the
Intent.
intentions of the creation of that lure was to be fished on the top of the water with a weedless application. Those three things have to be met. And if you meet those three things, you have a lure that's what we're looking for in this tournament. Anything else, I mean, if you look at the lure and you have a question, just if it doesn't meet those three things, hollow body, weedless application, and intended to be fished on top of the water, then you probably either have that lure or you don't have the lure. You guys can figure that out. It's not that hard. I mean, if you start picking that apart, now you're just looking for things to pick apart.
Yes. So, yeah, this is a kayak only tournament. So, sorry, boat guys. It's just what it is.
Hey, so on that topic, real quick, just like you boat guys, man, I wish we had a way. I wish we had the staff to really kind of support splitting it up into different kind of chapters of the tournament, to where we could support a boat side and a kayak side. We just don't. Not to do it fairly and not to do it efficiently. If we were just going to kind of throw something out there, we probably could do it that way, but we don't think that it's really necessary at this point.
All right, so somebody asked, is there a specific launch for this tournament? All right. Who said snakehead? Kahari, we ain't talking about no damn snakehead. This is bass.
Yeah, so no specific launch. We talked about trying to get it in a specific location so we could all kind of gather together. And the reason for that is because the traditional fishing tournaments are done from a single launch. And there's a lot of value to that because it does bring community. It does bring that shit talk that comes along with saying, hey, what's up at 4:30 in the morning, seeing everybody kind of launch together. There's a lot of value to doing it all at the same launch. But I don't think there's an area really at Mattawoman that we can all fit. So to make it kind of a little bit easier for everyone to make it their own decision on where they want to launch from, we just made it has to be on Mattawoman Creek from a public launch.
And there's a
lot.
lot.
What is it, like 2, maybe 3?
Yeah.
Maybe 3 launches that now there may be public land that you can launch onto the creek from to where you're not crossing private property. I don't have a problem with that. I don't know if you do, Rashawn, but
No.
I mean,
I
don't.
As long as they're not doing no
As long as you're not doing anything illegal.
legal, yeah.
You're not pinning us down to that.
If you want to cheat in a charity tournament and something that's benefits something, karma's gonna get you.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a really way to cheat.
Yeah.
When you locate it at a specific part of the Potomac. So, yeah, if we're saying it's in this creek and you can launch from it without your ass getting arrested and you're not pinning us down on saying that you could launch from there, I think you'd probably be all right. But so, yeah, any public launch on Mattawoman Creek is going to be fair game. We will probably, as we get closer to the tournament, we'll probably build a graphic, Rashawn, that kind of gives you a line of where the boundaries are from the main stem of the Potomac and Mattawoman. We'll see how that goes. I mean, if there's a lot of confusion on what that really is, absolutely we'll build a graphic. Again, that's pretty common sense driven too. I mean, it either is Mattawoman Creek or it's the Potomac River. And you're probably not going to be top water fishing probably out there in the open water anyway. So I'm not too worried about where that line is drawn.
Now, in this tournament, we are going to have some side pots. I thought about adding one more in there, but I haven't really talked about it, so I haven't brought it up. The first one, the biggest snakehead. And the second one, biggest bass. That all that money that you guys put in and you win, that's pretty much another tournament within the tournament. So y'all can talk for. You could have that could be a bragging rights and win that. You know what I'm saying? This is friendly competition, so don't you know what I mean? Don't get too crazy about this. It's not like a serious thing, but because we got prizes and stuff like that. So, Joe, did he freeze? He did. God damn. Are you still there, Joe?
I can still hear you.
Oh, you look like you froze for a second on my screen. I was about to say that damn dial-up internet.
I got some AOL shit going on here still. Yeah. You old enough to know.
Yeah. So, what else we missed?
I'm trying to figure out what I'm reading through the comments right now. I'm trying to catch up. I don't want to leave nobody hanging.
So
Mike Little talking about Kermit and shit.
Yeah, that's the and Jared's talking about date with Steve at the side pot. Now, I'm trying to think what else is there. It's rain or shine. So
yeah,
this ain't getting canceled for nothing. Unless there's like 8-foot rollers.
Yeah, unless there's a weather advisory from the states, or the national weather alerts that people got to be off the water. I'll tell you one thing is coming around, being around the bass tournaments, a little bit kayak bass tournaments. Like another thing that's kind of becoming a standard is having a 360 light that's mounted to your kayak early in the morning and late in the evening. They can't really enforce that on you. They can make it a rule depending on what club you're in. But I kind of seen that enough now. This just early this season that I've seen a couple clubs already do that. Get ready for that. Those things are actually not that expensive. It's just a pole that sticks in one of your rod holders, hangs up about 3 feet in the air with an orange flag on it, and it's got a light that's battery operated that kind of throws out illumination 360 degrees just to keep you kind of like on a visible. That's a new thing, man. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there for you guys that are wanting to tournament fish. That might be a new thing that you might want to invest in.
I'm gonna
throw out Yak Attack. Yak Attack makes a great one.
I'm about to show you one.
Yeah, Yak Attack makes a good one. But there are others out there. I'm not brand specific by no means. They ain't sponsoring me. I pay the same price you guys do. But their stuff seems to be kind of a little bit better higher end quality. So if you're going to stick something on your kayak, Yak Attack's usually the way to go. Look at that. See, mine shit ain't that fancy.
This is the best light.
That looks like a damn thing from like Star Trek.
This is the Burley Pro Orb. This thing lights up. It's like a street light.
I can see the orb now.
When it lights up, I'll be like, oh.
How tall is it? It's like 3 foot. I think it's 3.
It mounts on my.
That's pretty average.
Yeah, it mount. I have a flag for it too, and it mounts on. It mounts on my kayak, so on my H rail. I'm a Hobie guy, so Hobie forever. So, what are we missing, man? I'm trying to figure out what else is there. I'm just curious of who's going to win this thing and who's going to sign up. Why nobody has signed up yet?
I'm gonna throw that out there. That's a great point. So
One
All right,
color, Mike.
all of y'all have been around a while, whether you're watching right now or you're going to watch it later. I'm going to say it now. I'm guilty of it too. You know, we wait to the last minute to kind of join these tournaments, especially when it's really competitive. And most of us do that for our own personal reasons. We want to see either, I don't know what your reasons are, but my reasons are I want to see how many people are actually going to join, but most importantly, what the weather is going to be like that day. And that decides whether I give you my, 40 or $50 or not to go fish your tournament. That's not going to help us out in this tournament. This is a mostly charity tournament. This tournament is going, most of the proceeds are going towards charity. So holding out, I'd ask, man, if you guys can get over that and go ahead and just sign up, that would help us out on how we're going to divvy out a lot of these prizes that we have, to be honest with you. We can't do a lot of the management and organization of the tournament until we know how many people we're going to have involved. So if you're kind of holding back to see how popular this thing is and all that stuff, I'd ask if you're really interested in you think you're probably going to do it, just please kind of go in there and go ahead and sign up, because that's really going to help the tournament out in the long run, if that makes any sense. But I get why competitors want to hold back until the last minute to sign up. That's a strategy, just like any competition. If you've been around competition any part of your life, there's always strategies, even if it's internal, personal to you. So I'd ask, don't do that for this tournament, because, like I said, most of our proceeds are going towards charity, and we can actually organize this thing a lot better if you let us know if you're going to be in it or not.
What we say what the cost was? $50?
Yeah, it's a $50 entry fee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
And that right now, I mean, with the sponsors we have, just to be honest, and I don't think it's not bad to say, that's almost 100% of that 50% is going towards charity. You're basically donating your money to Heroes on the Water and coming out and hanging out with us and fishing for the day. So to me, that's a win.
I'm not fishing, but I'm pretty sure the other team members will be fishing.
I hope so. I think they will.
Yeah.
All right. So I know this is not specific to the Legion, but I was actually thinking this today. I'm like, why don't we have our next meetup at Mattawoman? Why don't we all go to Mattawoman one day before the tournament, scope it out? That would be even. I'll be personally honest with you. I've never fished Mattawoman, so I have no idea. I'm help organizing this tournament on a body of water I've never fished, and
that's like a bridge between almost between Maryland and Virginia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think Delaware is pretty close too. So we should get all of our teammates together and go fish it out someday, and invite some of the followers too to come out and meet us if they can make it.
There we go.
I think it's a pretty good location.
That would be. Then I could tell Jared to come out there with some bait so we can catch some blue cats. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I was fishing in the channel going back to the launch, and I was trolling a chatterbait, and I caught some blue catfish trolling.
Hey, you saw my blue cat in the car tire.
Yeah, I saw that
video right on Instagram. Hey man, y'all ain't checked that out. Like, blue cat's nasty.
Yeah.
Why they hang out in a tire? They got a bed in a car tire. That's some crazy shit.
So I'm gonna bring this up since me and you were talking about this, and I was texting Steve about it too. Next year we're gonna be doing a club for Legion. It's not the team, but it's a club, so you'll still be a part of some of the stuff. We're gonna try to make some exclusive stuff going on for the Legion. So me and Joe and the other captains will be working on that and let you know. There'll be a fee, but we'll have some exclusive tournaments where if you're not a member, then you can't fish it. And that's just what it is. But that's about it. I just can't wait. We got a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Florida time.
Florida's coming. Lots of stuff happened in the Legion.
Yeah, lots of stuff. Hopefully, this other two things we were talking about, we'll have some other stuff going. So
Well, let's talk about Florida a little bit since you let the cat out there. A lot of guys listening probably don't know what the hell we're talking about. There's a few of us are just collaborating with our teammate down in Florida to get down there and fish for about 4 days and just see what we can hook into. Now, Rashawn's already been down there before. He knows what that's all about. So what's that about down there, Rashawn? I'm new to the Florida game.
I'm going to tell you this, man. I had a peacock on, Angel Son. He's like the peacock slayer, but I had a peacock on and it got off and it was like this big. And I was like, I could have bought him at the store. But forget all that. Once you catch a bullseye, for you guys that ever caught a snakehead, a northern, you catch a bullseye.
Is it that different?
It's that different. These they fight and they roll and they break 50 to 65 pound line.
Oh, they mean. I like mean. That's a challenge. That's probably the same. Most of the northern snakehead guys are like, "Oh, you think you're mean? Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what mean is."
This is a different type of fish. They are long and slender and powerful.
They probably have deeper water you're catching them in, so that's a big deal.
They do fit. They are in deeper water too, but they also still come up for air. But these fish are totally different.
Yeah.
Than northerns. But
I've always had this theory, and you guys can have your opinions and hit me up later. So a lot of times I've in the past couple years I've heard some comments about how snakehead don't fight, and if you fish other species of fish, you could put together the same conclusion that I've come up with. Is that a lot of times when you catch a snakehead, it's in very shallow water. They don't have the water to gain an aggressive pull towards you or against you. So that's why they usually surface up to the water and you get to drag them in. But if you catch one in deeper water, a lot of times the fight is a lot better. So for you guys out there that say, "Oh, snakehead don't fight," I don't necessarily think that's accurate. I think it's the depth of water you catch them in has more to do with it than whether the fish can fight or not. Because I can tell you that once you get them in the net or in the kayak or in the boat and they start flopping around and going all crazy, we call it the freak out, right?
The freak out. Yeah.
That freak out can happen in the water. It's just you didn't give them time enough, or he doesn't have water to do it in. So that's just my conclusion to whether or not snakehead fight or not. I think it's dependent on what type of depth of water you catch them in. In the spring, I catch them and I actually play them. I play them in the water because there ain't no grass, so I can play them. They can dick around. They can play around. It's a lot of fun. But once the grass comes up, yeah, you need to kind of get them in the boat because you're going to get tangled up. Hey, man, does that mouse have feet? Is that what I'm seeing?
No, it's hooks.
Those look like feet.
I do, but he's got little hook guards on them. This is a micro swim bait.
Look like something like at a ballerina dancer or something. I don't know.
FOF Fishing. Follow him on Instagram.
FOF.
This is he made me this.
That's some cute shit right there, man. I mean, I would like dance that around on a YouTube video.
Yeah. So yeah,
maybe I'm watching the wrong YouTube videos.
Yeah, I don't know what YouTube. You sure that's YouTube?
I know, right?
So yeah, Florida. I mean, you got a lot of different species in Florida. So on our trip that we got planned, I hope we catch some clown knives. Because if I catch a clown knife, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I'll probably be like jumping up around, thinking I'm Prince and stuff. So
you'll be looking for some purple rain.
Purple rain, yeah. So look at that thing. I'm gonna catch a snakehead on this.
What is that little thing?
It's a micro swim bait.
Micro swim bait. I'm trying to catch up on all these comments again.
Yeah, Tommy is going with us, Mike. Tommy is going.
Mike's coming. Yep. Tommy's coming, Mike.
So I'm gonna tell you who's going. myself, Joe, Steve, Tommy, Elmer, and Catfish Man, Jared. Sit, and then Angel will be down there because he lives there. So,
All right, we talking. And we're actually doing a little inshore fishing while we're there too. A couple times, maybe, hopefully.
yeah,
So it ain't all about snakehead and peacocks and
yeah. So let's talk about
canal
that.
fish.
I'm glad you brought that up. So everybody always talk about, oh, you're a snakehead team. No, we do like catching snakehead, but we are all around fishermen. We like catching other species of fish because with snakehead, when it gets cold, when you ain't catch, I mean, you might catch a snakehead, maybe, but when it gets cold, yeah, you know what we're catching. Steve's catching his minnow perches.
Yes, sir.
And y'all catching crappie. I wish I caught a damn crappie. I haven't caught a slag crappie in forever. Maybe I need to try to fish for him.
You catch those slabs later on in the year, yeah. We get you down here in Virginia. Some of these waters down here, we got some slabs down here, man.
I want to catch.
No, but you're absolutely right. Like I don't know. Most of us, I think, probably what brings us together every year is snakehead, which is our kind of our niche species. But I mean, all of us in the Legion are actually multi-species anglers. Is how I always looked at us. And I'll be completely honest with you. After 4th of July, once everybody's boat enters all the waters that I snakehead, and there's jet skis and there's half-naked girls and parties and a lot of rap music and beer drinking going on and places I'm trying to fish, I actually don't really mess around in freshwater anymore. And it's not that I don't want to chase snakeheads anymore. It's just I don't have the opportunity to, unless I, break out in earliest of morning before everybody comes out there. So after 4th of July, to me, snakehead fishing where I live is really, really tough. And I shift to other species because of that.
Look at that. See
Catch
that?
and release. What is that? What is that thing you're holding, though, in that picture?
That's a snakehead.
Oh, I get it now. I see it. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was on my shirt until after the fact. I was like, oh, shit, this is nice. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm trying to get on the convicts, the reds. I'm trying to catch a gator. I would like to catch a Spanish mackerel. I never caught one. I haven't caught a bluefish either. Flounder, I've caught a ton of them.
Bluefish are fun. I've not caught a Spanish mackerel either. Everybody around me that I fish when I inshore fish catches them, but me. So that's one of my that should have been one of my goals for this year. Cobia is another one. A cobia from a kayak.
Oh, yes,
is a big deal for me. I'm looking forward to trying to do that at some point before this season ends. This season ends in quick. Like, I don't know if y'all realize, but it's June.
It's going fast.
It's going quick, man. It just seemed like I woke up and I was bitching about how it wasn't warm enough. Now I'm like, shit, half the season's about to be over. So y'all don't let it slip by. It's gonna be cold soon. Just before you know it, the bite's gonna go away.
And then we're back fishing for pickerel.
Yeah, pickerel, crappie,
trout.
Yeah, I'll go back to winter bass fishing, which sucks, but it's active, but it's very patient. Very patient.
Yeah. So let's think. What else is there? I think that's everything. Because I'm getting ready to go out in a few minutes and go perch fishing under the dock. I'm bored.
Oh, you doing some night stuff tonight?
Yeah. Well,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some night stuff. I got I got somebody else coming out there that we talked about that we trying to get on the team.
Oh, so, yeah. That'll be a good time.
So that's gonna be interesting.
Yep.
But yeah, these perch ain't that big. I might end up catching a catfish. I have had when I perch fishing at one spot. I've caught a 10-pound catfish, man, one time. It wasn't a blue cat; it was a channel. And I did see a snakehead the last time I was out there underneath the dock. At night, it was just swimming. People think they don't bite at night, but they do.
Would you catch them on at night? Subsurface bait, like a
No.
moving bait?
So I'm gonna tell you. So
They ain't hitting no top water at night.
yes, and you could do this in bullseye as well. Now, for all the bow fishing guys, they blind them and they can't see them. You get a flashlight, and this is how you catch them, and you shine the light farther at an angle. It's got to be a high powered light. Now, you'll see the snakehead in the water of the light. They're not going to move, so you see them. So, and that's when you throw your frog past them. You know what I mean? You throw your pole past them, and then as you bring it in, not in the light, you can take the light off, and you can kind of like turn it the different way so it's not there in
Right.
that same direction as that, and they'll hit.
Okay.
They're still going to hit at
Really?
night. They're not sleep.
So you're actually kind of providing them a visual with the light.
Kind of.
Okay.
Maybe you don't have to use the light. So I did this in Florida. I bought a light from Home Depot because my hotel when I stayed down there last time was like across the street from a canal. So I walked the whole canal back and forth at night, shining the light, and I could see the bullseye. And what I would see the bullseye is that I would throw past them and bring it in, and they would hit it. I've done this up here a couple years ago, fishing out here, and I've actually fished areas where there was the moon was hitting down when I was fishing my spot because the moon was a full moon, and you could see I knew where my openings were at, and when you see the openings and you would bring it through the openings, I would still catch northerns like that. They still hit at night.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the point. Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So they don't have to worry. They're more so work on moving on. It's more like maybe a reaction strike or their sensory stuff is like that. So that's how it works. Now I have caught them in pitch black. I just randomly cast out there and I couldn't see nothing. And when I turned around, these are like I got a 9-pound snakehead in the dark on a Z-Man popping shot. I didn't even know. I was like, oh man, I got stuck. The next thing I know, I heard this. That is like, oh. Then I turn around, I see these eyes. I turn around with my headlight, turn my headlamp on, and there's all these little eyes behind me, like a little pack of little foxes. And I was like, oh, it's time to go. They're about to eat me.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but I'm not blinding them with the light. I'm just looking to see where they're at, and then I'm throwing. And you could do that with catfish too. If you can catch if you can see a catfish surfacing like that, you can catch them on top like that too.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never tried it that way.
Yeah. It's weird. I mean, we necessarily don't want to do that because I don't want to get ate up by mosquitoes, but it works. So for everybody that wanted to try night fishing and stuff like that, it works. So,
hey, all right, let's get some questions. We got some. Oh, Mike want to know about your jersey, man.
Mike, I got this from Drave. So if you want one, you got to hit up Drave USA, and he will. You just send him the money on PayPal, and he'll send it to you.
Steve talking about Arapimas.
In Florida.
You watch too much of that River Monsters show.
I don't know what he would do with an Arapaima. Did you know what an Arapaima? Did you know an Arapaima? You know what an Arapaima is? It's a giant betta fish.
Really?
Yeah, betta fish they surface too.
They get like a big, but like I always whenever I think Arapaima, it's because I watch River Monsters. Like what 10? Not 10 years ago, but 5 years ago, and you learned all about how hard their head was, and then later on social media, like that kid got like knocked out from like putting his face down there trying to feed one from a minnow from his mouth, and they came up and popped him in the head, and he went out. That's the only thing I know about Arapaimas.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Maybe we catch a red tail.
Steve said we're going to find one. They got them in Florida? I don't think they have them in Florida, man.
Red tail catfish? They got it. What? They simply said they found one.
All right. Hey. I'm going to go find one then. If Steve's doing it, I'm doing it.
All right. Good luck with that.
I ain't like
Just
feeding
don't
it
go.
from-
Don't go in the wrong places where you don't need to be.
right.
All I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So back to where we're trying to go with this was, so some of the team members are going down to Florida to experience Bullseye was kind of the main kind of attraction, but we're also going to do some other things while we're down there because we're all multi-species anglers. Well, we got like 2 inshore trips going. We got all kinds of stuff going on in like 4 days. Like I don't even think there's time to sleep.
We sleep when we on the plane.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So
Like
that'll be good. That'll be some good stuff to talk about on a live when we get back.
we need that better be a hell of a video.
Definitely.
I like to see Steve jump in the water like he's Aquaman. Like, I got this fish.
Man, he got like all that red hair like flowing in the back. Steve's gonna kick my ass later. You know, what you talking about?
Oh man. So
any more about the tournament? I think we're good.
no, it's time to get off because I'm getting ready to go. But we'll talk again about it and keep going. And next time we'll just we'll make a flyer and we'll do it like on a Friday or something, and we can talk about some stuff.
Yep.
People never came out and said what they want to talk about, and they never asked questions like, "What do you want to talk about?" Like me and Tommy got all the high tech stuff, so people would be like, "Oh, what are you using?" Well, I use the sun, the wind, and the birds in the minnows. I just follow the minnows. The minnows will tell you where all the fish are at. If you think about it.
Hey, Rashawn been hanging out with like some hippies or something recently, so excuse him. I just mess with you.
Somebody
said all like nature with us.
Well, that's what they used back in the day. They didn't have fish finders. They used the nature.
True. Yeah,
they used the sun, the moon, and the wind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
absolutely.
Me personally, I use the turtles.
What do the turtles tell you?
The turtles where when I fish, the turtles tell you where the fish are at.
If there's turtles, there's fish, kind of thing. Okay, that's good because that means there's bait fish there.
Yep,
there's bait. Yeah.
And the turtles sometimes when fish.
So like birds.
Yep, there's fish.
Yep.
And if you see big snapping turtles, there's big snakehead.
No, man. I saw a big. Where did I just see? I just saw the hugest snapping turtle. It was in a lake. It was in a reservoir. Oh, it was down here in Virginia. I'm not going to tell you my lake. Sorry. But yeah, I just saw a snapping turtle. That thing had to have been 50 years plus old, if not older.
I seen Gamera.
I mean, just old, right? Like you could just see the oldness on them. They just been hanging around in water for hundreds of years.
Yeah, so
those things are just awesome.
I've caught snapping turtles. Steve will tell you. I picked snapping turtle up, and then I found one that was dead. Me and him were fishing, and we was like, "Damn, this smells stink." He found this turtle had passed away.
I bet they do stink.
It was dead.
Show the decal again. Mike wants to see it. You ain't got one, Mike? Mike's got to get a decal.
Yeah. Well, I think we got a plan. We got Matawanan planned, and that's a good idea. So we should make that mandatory. Everybody need to go. If you don't go, team thing.
We really should consider doing a Matawoman team meetup way before, like soon. Maybe not before Florida, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. No, that's too soon. All right.
I don't care. It don't matter. It's not that far. It's not that far for you either.
No, it's not that bad. I think it's very. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if it's like in the middle, but
it's right at the border.
Almost. It's good enough. It's good enough to where I think we can all figure it out someday.
Hey, so the good thing about this tournament, and I was just going to bring this up, You can't go out there and bowfish bass, buddies. Because you know all the haters, they like to bowfish before tournaments and mess stuff up.
No, yeah. No, ain't nobody bow fishing bat. Better not be anyway.
Yeah. Anyway,
You can't be targeting game fish. Wait till snakehead become a game fish. It's coming. You got it on your sleeve. Catch and release.
I don't know, man. Eventually, they keep shooting all the big fish. They're gonna be shooting that minnow soon.
I'll tell you this. And there's some of the things that I say that come out of my brain and out of my mouth because I actually listened to Mr. Steve Camboris and some of the things he said over the past couple of years. And I'll tell you what, as long as I continue to see big 27, 28, 30 inchers every year, that tells me that something's happening that even bow fishermen aren't doing. These things are surviving. They can hide. They can do things. I know down here in Virginia, there's a lot of places to hide. I mean, even after the slaughters that happen night after night,
These fish ain't stupid.
There's still some big fish down here, and is it harder to find them? Absolutely. I'm not going to debate that whatsoever. But are they like completely gone? That's tough. But not yet anyway.
They are learning and adapting, and eventually they're going to build armor plates. And when you shoot them, the bows are going to blow off.
Now,
I'm telling you,
I don't think we're going to be around for that evolution of
that evolution. Plating, by that time, they're going to be jumping out of the water, attacking people.
They're going to have
and then the largemouth bass going to be swallowing whole boats.
Come out with AKs in their fins. Yeah, fighting back,
laser eyes and shit. Like, oh, how you like this?
Yeah,
they'd be like, oh, you like bright lights? How you like this?
Yeah.
So,
but the species is tough, man. They ain't easily killed off. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're a tough species. So we should all continue to do what we need to do to try to maintain. But I am a true believer that keep the big ones alive because that's how you kind of maintain the environment and the habitat that they need to survive. But there's some big ones still out there. Even after days, I'm like, oh, this place just got hammered by a tournament of bow fishermen. The big ones still kind of come out, and it's like, wow, where'd you come from? Why aren't you stabbed somewhere? So they ain't getting them all.
They're trying to, but they need to worry about them blue cats. I know that.
Man, did you see that one in the tire? I keep talking about it. Why is he in the tire? He said this place is the best bed I'm gonna find in this area.
Till somebody finds him at night and shoots his ass.
Yeah. I told my guys down here, I was like, hey, if any of y'all in a bluefish cat tournament, I know where there's a big one at. I'll let you know where that area is.
You know who needs that? Joel the Catfish Slayer.
Yeah. He told me that he knows where that fish is. He told me he knows where that fish is and to leave his pet alone.
Did he say that?
That's what he told me. Our teammate. He got pet fish out there. Leave his pet alone.
Him and Steve were like the Catfish Slayers. They used to call me the Catfish King, but now Steve got that one when we were fishing, that big old catfish, and then Joel got that one in the tournament. So,
man,
Joel
catches the big ones while he's snakehead fishing on I think he gets them on chatterbaits. They always love his chatter. He must have like a specific cadence that's like bluefish cadence that attracts the bluefish or the blue cats.
I catch catfish on chatterbait too. So, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know, man. I haven't caught a blue cat on a MEPS yet. That'd be a good idea.
I've caught them on on crankbaits before, bass fishing, which would give probably a similar. It's just a matter of time before you get one on a MEPS. What's that?
The MEPS.
Oh, weedless.
Yeah, on the Z-Man.
The Z-Man plastic. Yeah, that's juicy.
Right back to where it's at. You can see the teeth marks in this thing from, if you can kind of see the teeth marks from all the fish I caught. This plastic. I'm thinking like 50 fish on this one plastic.
But you probably have 50 bags of seven paddle tails plus 50 bags. But you only need one for like 2 seasons.
That's my new snakehead lure. I'm a jig for them in the weeds.
With that?
Yep.
Man, snakehead down here laugh at you. You shake that shit in front of them.
Ha! I'm gonna catch a fish. I catch snakehead in Virginia easily. It's not a problem.
You ain't catching them on that shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I'm gonna catch them on that.
That's some Maryland shit right there.
No, that's my striper shit. That's striper.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gonna dangle that in front of a snakehead? You're gonna fucking laugh at your ass.
If I put the sauce on it, he gonna hit that shit.
Only if it's the frog sauce. No. We need to find out if Pro Crew has this frog sauce, man.
I'll ask him. I
could have swore you told me that. Was it not you?
They got a bass attractant. I wonder if it's frog, but I don't know.
It's gotta be. Someone told me they had a frog scent. All right. I'm going off. I'm rambling now, Rashawn. I'm sorry.
So, do we have anything else? I think that was good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got what we needed. And we got more to follow.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think what else is there. Just we'll do this more, and I don't know. You got anything else, Joe? Because I don't know.
I don't, man. I think the main purpose was to kind of get the guy vibe going about. Go ahead and sign up for the tournament. Don't hold out just because it's kind of like the thing to do for a charity tournament. The sooner you sign up, the better the organizers can get things rolling as far as how prizes are going to get laid out and things like that. So you're actually helping the cause more by signing up earlier than it would be in a true competition where you're trying to hold out and be all strategic about how you join. Don't do that for this one if you can. We'd appreciate it.
All right, then. Till next time.